All right, so get this. We're diving into a YouTube channel today.
Oh, wow, a YouTube channel.
Yeah. You requested it, Hypno Vibes,
I've heard of that.
where this hypnotist Naomi helps people channel some pretty wild cosmic knowledge. You're particularly interested in how she uses hypno-channeling.
Right, hypno-channeling is such a fascinating concept.
Yeah.
Think of it as a bridge to a higher level of consciousness,
Okay.
where individuals can tap into a universal well of information, almost like a cosmic internet.
The cosmic internet.
I like that.
Naomi Ju, the hypnotist, even wrote a book called The Next Level You about it.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, maybe something for you to check out later.
Okay, so in this video, Naomi is working with Navi,
Okay.
who is the one being hypnotized.
Mm-hmm.
And through Navi, they connect with an ET named Kriton,
Wow.
who claims to have known Naomi in a past life.
Okay.
Now, this is where it gets really interesting.
I bet.
Because Kriton says Naomi was a gray named Sanula.
A gray named Sanula,
Yeah.
and not just any.
Right.
Gray.
Right.
Kriton describes Sanula as a technician,
Uh-huh.
working in labs on spaceships and developing incredible technology.
Wow, so advanced technology.
Really makes you wonder about the possibilities of advanced civilizations out there
It does.
and the potential role we might have played or could play in this cosmic dance.
It's mind-blowing.
It is.
So Kriton knew Naomi, or
Right.
Sanula, I guess, in this past life, and now they're connected again in her current life.
Mm-hmm.
What are the implications of those kinds of connections across lifetimes?
It certainly challenges our understanding of time and identity.
It's definitely.
You know, Kriton believes Naomi's purpose in this life is to guide humanity through a period of intense transformation,
Oh, wow.
suggesting she's part of a much larger cosmic plan.
Okay, so we're talking past lives, spaceships, cosmic plans.
Exactly.
And that's just the tip of the iceberg.
Oh, there's more.
Yeah. Kriton also makes some startling predictions about open contact with extraterrestrials
Okay.
and the massive impact it will have on humanity.
This is getting good.
Imagine a world where different ET species are just visible in our everyday lives.
Oh my gosh.
Like walking down the street and seeing something that you've never seen before.
Right.
He even mentioned some looking like octopuses.
Octopuses.
Yeah, can you imagine?
That's wild.
How would that change our understanding of life?
I don't even know.
It's crazy.
Talk about a culture shock.
Total culture shock.
But Kriton seems to suggest that this open contact will trigger a total societal reset.
A reset?
Yeah, we're talking of the potential collapse of systems we rely on.
Like what?
Finance, government.
Wow.
And a shift toward a more community-based way of life.
That's right. Think about it. What if those structures that define our world were to crumble?
Scary.
It's both exciting and terrifying, isn't it?
Absolutely. And Kriton even throws in the concept of shifting timelines.
Shifting timelines.
Yeah, suggesting those who resist the changes might end up on a different version of Earth,
Okay.
when where open contact never happened.
So like different reality.
Yeah, what does that even mean for us? How much control do we have over the reality we experience?
It really raises some deep questions about free will and the nature of reality.
For sure.
If our choices determine which timeline we experience, what path are you on right now, and are you ready for the changes that might be coming?
Okay, so buckle up, because here's where it gets really wild.
Okay, I'm ready.
Kriton warns Earth's governments about potential threats from other ETs,
What?
but they completely dismiss him.
They dismiss it.
Yeah, so this raises the question of how we as a species balance the desire to protect ourselves with the need to respect free will,
That's a tough one.
right? Kriton implies that humanity needs to learn from its own mistakes,
Okay.
even if those mistakes have devastating consequences.
Even if they're really bad.
Yeah, it's a sobering thought.
It is.
But he also hints that this isn't the first time an advanced civilization has existed on Earth,
What?
mentioning lost civilizations like Atlantis and Lemuria. Yeah, it's as if we're repeating a cycle, almost like we're caught in a loop of creation and destruction.
Exactly. And if that's the case, are we destined to break free from this cycle, or are we doomed to repeat the mistakes of the past?
All right, let's bring it back to Naomi and some of her personal experiences.
Okay.
Kriton talks about a memory she has of a spaceship that looked like a cloud formation
Oh, wow.
and how it changed shape right after she took a picture of it.
Like it was cloaked or something.
Yeah, almost like the Earth itself is in on it, collaborating with these extraterrestrials.
It does make you wonder about the deeper connections that might exist between our planet and other forms of intelligent life.
It really does.
What if we're not just living on Earth, but with it as part of a larger ecosystem that extends beyond our comprehension?
And then There's the chip that Naomi has in her right arm.
A chip.
Kriton says it was implanted during a visit to his spaceship.
Oh my gosh.
We're talking about technology beyond anything we can even imagine, right?
Yeah.
It's a fascinating detail that really highlights the potential technological gap between us and these ETs.
Yeah.
Imagine the possibilities and the potential dangers of harnessing that kind of advanced technology.
Right. And get this. Naomi can visit these spaceships in her consciousness or physically.
So she has a
It
choice.
seems like she has a choice, a level of control over these extraterrestrial experiences
Yeah.
most people couldn't even dream of.
It's a reminder that reality might be far more fluid and malleable than we typically perceive.
Yeah.
What if you had that kind of control over your reality? Where would you go? What would you explore?
So Kriton explains that the sharp pain Naomi sometimes feels in her head is actually a sharpening of her awareness, a result of all this work she's doing and her interactions with ETs.
That's interesting. It suggests that expanding your consciousness can be intense, even physically challenging.
Yeah.
What if those uncomfortable experiences are actually signs of growth, pushing us beyond our perceived limitations?
Now, Kriton also mentions having 3 children, but his 4th child was, well, he uses the term killed off because they wanted to travel to another universal zone.
Oh, wow.
It's a chilling detail. It makes you question the values and the limits of free will, even in this seemingly advanced society.
Absolutely. It reminds us that even in potential future scenarios of advanced technology and intergalactic travel complex, ethical and philosophical questions will remain.
Okay, so Kriton talks about beings in the multiverse who lack free will, comparing it to historical examples of slavery on Earth. It's a pretty sobering thought to consider.
It makes you wonder about the spectrum of freedom and autonomy that might exist across the universe. Are we truly free, or are we bound by forces we don't yet comprehend? What does freedom even mean in a cosmic context?
Finally, we learned that part of Naomi's role is to present knowledge to hybrid children and grays using telepathic communication.
Hybrid children.
Yeah, it's like she's part of this vast network of knowledge sharing that exists beyond our current understanding.
Exactly. It suggests that there's a whole other level of communication and collaboration happening between different species and dimensions, a hidden tapestry of connection that we're only just beginning to glimpse.
I have to say, this video is like drinking from a fire hose of cosmic information. Past lives, spaceships, future predictions, the very nature of reality. It's a lot to process.
It certainly challenges our assumptions and expands our sense of what's possible, but that's the beauty of exploration, isn't it? We step outside the boundaries of the familiar and encounter new ideas that can reshape our understanding of ourselves and the universe. We've been talking about some pretty mind-blowing concepts like a total societal reset, advanced technology, even the possibility of multiple timelines.
Right.
It really makes you question everything you thought you knew about reality.
No kidding. It's like someone just ripped the rule book to shreds
Uh-huh.
and said, okay, now let's figure out how to play the game.
Exactly, and that's what makes it so exciting.
It is.
We're on the verge of a completely new paradigm.
So what does that look like?
Well, let's talk about some specifics. Kriton mentions that open contact with ETs could lead to the obsolescence of money and corporations.
Okay, so no more money. No more corporations.
Potentially.
What would that world even look like? How would our lives change?
It's hard to even wrap your head around it.
Yeah.
I mean, our entire society is built around those systems.
Right. Imagine a world where community and collaboration
Right.
replace competition and profit as the driving forces.
Exactly.
What would motivate people?
That's a great question.
How would we measure success?
It's a fundamental shift in values.
Yeah.
What if instead of striving for individual gain, we focused on the collective well-being of humanity and the planet?
It's a utopian vision in some ways,
It is.
but also incredibly challenging to imagine given our current systems.
It would be a huge adjustment.
Yeah, and let's not forget about those octopus-like beings Kriton mentioned.
Oh, yeah, the octopuses.
How would we even begin to communicate with beings so different from us?
Well, it's a reminder that intelligence and consciousness can take many forms. Okay.
Encountering beings with completely different ways of perceiving and interacting with the world would force us to expand our definition of what it means to be sentient.
It's like that famous quote,
What's that?
"The universe is not only stranger than we imagine, it is stranger than we can imagine."
Exactly. We have to be prepared to encounter the truly unknown,
Right.
to embrace the possibility that our current understanding of reality is just a tiny sliver of a much grander cosmic picture.
Okay, but here's what I'm struggling with.
What's that?
If these ETs are so advanced and benevolent,
Mm-hmm.
why not just swoop in and fix everything?
Yeah. Why let humanity mess things up so badly?
Right.
It's a question that has haunted philosophers and theologians for centuries.
It has.
Why does suffering exist? Why do bad things happen?
It doesn't seem fair.
I know, but Kriton suggests that it's all part of a larger learning process.
Okay.
That even our mistakes, even the catastrophic ones, serve a purpose in our evolution.
So we're like kids learning to ride a bike, falling down and scraping our knees, but on a cosmic scale? Exactly. It's a humbling thought.
It is.
It implies that we're not the masters of the universe we often imagine ourselves to be.
Right.
We're still growing, still evolving, still learning from our experiences, even the painful ones.
Okay. But what about those who resist the changes?
Oh, yeah. The people who don't want things to change.
Kriton mentioned something about shifting timelines.
Right.
Those who cling to the old ways might end up on a different version of Earth, where open contact never happened. Can you explain that a bit more?
Sure. Imagine a reality split, like branches on a tree.
Okay.
Where each choice we make creates a new pathway.
I'm trying to picture this.
It's a mind-bending concept, but it suggests that our beliefs and actions might literally shape the reality we experience.
It's like those choose-your-own-adventure books.
I love those books.
Where the story unfolds differently depending on the choices you make.
Right.
Except this time it's not a book.
Yeah.
It's our lives, and the stakes are a lot higher.
Exactly. So the question is, which path are you choosing?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Are you embracing the possibility of change, even if it's disruptive and unsettling, or are you holding on to the familiar, even if it's no longer serving you or the greater good?
Now, that's a powerful thought to ponder.
It is.
So let's circle back to Naomi for a moment.
Okay.
She's at the center of all this, having these incredible experiences, channeling this extraterrestrial wisdom. What can we learn from her experiences?
I think Naomi's story is a powerful reminder that we all have the potential to tap into a higher level of consciousness.
Okay.
That we can access information and guidance that extends beyond our limited human perception.
But it's not always easy, right? Remember the sharp pain in her head?
Oh, yeah.
Kriton described it as a sharpening of her awareness, a side effect of her work and her interactions with ETs.
It speaks to the potential intensity of spiritual growth.
Yeah.
It's not always a blissful, easy process. It can be challenging, even uncomfortable at times.
It's like that saying, no pain, no gain.
Exactly.
Except in this case, it's no cosmic headache, no cosmic awareness.
I like that.
And what about that story Kriton told about his fourth child?
The one who wanted to travel to another zone.
Yeah, the one who was killed off for wanting to explore another universal zone.
Right.
It seems like even in this advanced, seemingly benevolent society, there are limits to freedom.
It's a disturbing detail that raises some uncomfortable ethical questions.
It does.
Even in a society that claims to value free will, there appear to be consequences for those who challenge the established order.
It's a reminder that even in a potential future of open contact and advanced technology, we'll still be grappling with complex moral and philosophical dilemmas.
For sure.
There will still be challenges, conflicts, and choices to make.
Absolutely. And it highlights the importance of approaching these ideas with a critical eye.
Okay.
Recognizing that even seemingly benevolent extraterrestrial beings might have their own limitations, their own agendas, and their own interpretations of what constitutes ethical behavior.
So where do we go from here?
That's the big question, isn't it?
Should we be stocking up on canned goods and building underground bunkers, or throwing a welcome party for our octopus-like overlords?
I think the most important thing is to stay informed, open-minded, and engaged in the conversation.
Okay.
We're stepping into uncharted territory here, and it's up to each of us to decide how we want to navigate these potentially transformative times.
It's like we're standing at a crossroads.
Yes.
With multiple paths unfolding before us.
There's so many possibilities.
It's both exciting and a little bit terrifying, wouldn't you say?
Absolutely. And that's what makes exploring these topics so compelling.
Yeah.
It forces us to confront the big questions, to reconsider our place in the universe, and to embrace the unknown with a sense of wonder and cautious optimism.
So if this information has sparked something within you, if you're curious to learn more about consciousness transformation and the potential for human evolution,
yes,
you might want to check out Naomi Yu's book, The Next Level.
It's a great book.
It could be a valuable resource for you on your own journey of exploration.
And, of course, I encourage you to check out Hypnovibes for yourself.
Yeah.
Dive into Naomi's work, listen to the channeled messages, and see what resonates with you.
That's good advice.
But remember to approach it all with critical thinking and an open mind.
Because who knows? Maybe the future of humanity is waiting to be revealed, not through scientific discoveries or political pronouncements,
All right.
but through the whispers of extraterrestrial wisdom channeled through a hypnotist on YouTube.
And that, my friend, is a thought to ponder as we navigate these extraordinary times.
You know, it's incredible to think that we might be on the cusp of contact with other intelligent life forms.
It really is something humanity has pondered for centuries, and now it seems like it could actually be within reach.
Yeah, and what I find fascinating is the idea that we might not be the only ones seeking connection.
Right. This video presents a perspective where ETs are already interacting with us,
They are.
observing us, even collaborating with our planet.
It's almost as if they're saying we're already here. You just haven't been fully aware.
Precisely, it challenges the traditional narrative of humanity searching for signs of life in the vast expanse of space,
Right.
and suggests a more nuanced and interconnected reality.
Okay, so let's say open contact does happen.
Okay.
How do you think it would change our understanding of ourselves, our place in the universe, and the very nature of existence?
Well, imagine encountering beings with entirely different perspectives, values, and ways of experiencing reality.
Yeah.
Think about the languages, the art, the music, the philosophies that might exist in other civilizations.
Yeah.
It would force us to expand our understanding of what's possible
I see.
and challenge our assumptions about intelligence, consciousness, and the meaning of life itself.
Yeah, it's like traveling to a foreign country and realizing that your way of life, your customs, your beliefs are just one of many ways of being in the world, except this time it's on a cosmic scale.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It would be a humbling experience, pushing us to confront our limitations and embrace a more expansive view of the cosmos.
Then we can't forget about the potential technological advancements.
Oh, and yeah, the technology.
Naomi mentions visiting spaceships, encountering technology far beyond our current capabilities.
Right. Imagine the breakthroughs we could achieve if we had access to that knowledge.
Could we solve climate change? Unlock the secrets of longevity travel to distant galaxies?
The possibilities are mind-boggling. Think about the implications for medicine, energy production, communication, even our understanding of time and space. It could be a paradigm shift for humanity, accelerating our evolution in ways we can't even comprehend right now.
That's pretty amazing. But of course, it's important to acknowledge the potential risks as well.
Of course.
We don't know for sure what the intentions of these ETs might be.
Right. We have to get cautious.
There could be unforeseen consequences to open contact.
That's true. It's essential to approach this with a sense of both wonder and caution.
Okay.
We need to be prepared for the unexpected, to engage in dialogue with humility and respect, and to carefully consider the potential impacts of any interaction.
It feels like we're on the precipice of something truly monumental. A new chapter in human history is about to unfold.
It's an extraordinary time to be alive. We're witnessing the convergence of science, spirituality, and the exploration of consciousness. The boundaries of what we thought we knew are dissolving, and new possibilities are emerging.
Well, this has been an incredible deep dive exploring the potential of hypno-channeling extraterrestrial contact and the mysteries of the universe.
It has.
We've covered a lot of ground, but it feels like we've only just scratched the surface.
There's always more to discover, more to learn, and more to question. That's the beauty of exploration. It's a journey without a final destination.
So if you're feeling inspired to continue your own exploration, remember you can check out Naomi Shu's book, The Next Level, for further insights into consciousness and transformation.
And I encourage you to continue exploring HypnoVibes and other resources that resonate with you. Engage in conversations, ask questions, and stay open to the possibilities that lie beyond the horizon of our current understanding.
Because who knows what wonders await us as we venture deeper into the mysteries of the cosmos.
That's right. Thanks for listening, everyone.
Until next time.
I like to invite the energy that is related to these clouds. That was almost like summertime. I saw close to 18th Avenue that the sunset, clouds, and I believe there's some sort of spaceship, and whatever the related energy can come through when I count to 3. 1 coming through, 2 almost here, and 3. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, who I'm speaking with?
You know who I am.
I'm not sure. You have to let me know your name.
Kriton.
Oh, I never heard that name before. Can you spell it?
Kriton.
Oh, Kriton. I don't know. I don't think I know you, but maybe you know me.
Definitely.
Oh, so how I'm related to you?
We've been working together.
Oh, tell me more. You are one of the grays?
Yes.
Ah. And sometimes you're in my office.
Many times.
Uh-huh. And how about this office, the new office as well?
Plenty of times.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I cannot see you. How tall are you?
How tall am I?
Yeah.
Why does that matter?
Yeah, sometimes, I think they're like 5 feet, unless you're the bigger one.
7 feet.
Oh, so that I don't know because I don't think I talked to you or channeled you or even noticed you. So, yeah. What do you do here in my office?
Collecting data.
Uh-huh. Of what I do?
Of who you are and what you do.
Oh. So, but I know you from before. When I was in the ship.
Yes, during your dreams.
Oh. So, when you're in the office, you're collecting data and then you need to do something with those data?
Analyze the data.
Uh-huh. And then?
Checking to see if everything is going according to plan.
Oh. So how am I doing?
How do you think you're doing?
I think I'm doing okay.
Why do you think that?
I'm doing what I can to hopefully help.
Hopefully.
So you tell me, what do you think?
Excellent.
Thank you for saying that.
Have high hopes for yourself.
Oh, okay.
No one else will.
Oh, okay. So, right, why you don't show up in my apartment? Yeah, you did?
No.
That's not
Energy is not
the same.
appropriate as in this location.
Ah, I see. But let's say in this office, is that possible? One day I can just see you using my human vision?
Go beyond the physical vision and you'll see me.
How to go beyond?
Tap into the essence of your soul and you'll be able to see me.
So when I'm awake?
Yes.
So right now you're not in this office. You're in this body.
I'm watching next to the person on my right.
You're like next to him?
Yes.
On the left side? On that person's left side?
Right side.
Right side. I see. And how do you feel that person? His name is Shivan. How do you feel his energy?
There's much to learn.
Any advice to him?
You're at the right place at the right time.
See, he had his first session. I think that's eye-opening.
Accidents happen in the right moment.
I see. And how do you feel about the person you're inside the body with?
Very mysterious energy.
What? Mysterious energy?
Yes.
Interesting. What does that mean?
You will never know what kind of topic or interest will come out from this person's
Right, that's
mind or mouth.
That's correct, because I feel when he's doing the channeling, is the energy, how to say, it's kind of different. The energy will come through this body. It's different from other people. Yeah?
Yes. Very extraordinary communication skills.
Extraordinary.
Yes.
So he has this allowance to,
Been built up through many lifetimes
I
to get
see.
to this point.
Right, and we also know each other from before many times, many lifetimes.
Yes.
But
We
what?
wanted this to happen at this time. It needed to happen.
And so what I want to say, why this person cannot remember what he was saying when after the session, unless he watched the video?
his heart is getting more and more aligned to what is reality. So when that happens, his memory will be more secure each time he goes through these channeling sessions, getting closer and closer
Getting closer to what?
to his understanding.
So he might one day be able to remember what he's saying?
Yes.
I feel so too. So, yeah, so do I know you before I came to this planet?
You do.
Yeah, what did we do together?
Tampering with technology, used our creative energy to make amazing technology
Where? Use it.
on a spaceship.
I see. So I'm a tech.
We have our own,
Yeah.
to use your scientific term, labs.
And I was a male.
Female.
Oh, my name is not Zena.
No.
Can you tell me my name?
It is spelled SONULLA. Sonula.
Sonula. Okay. I see. I never heard that. I never heard your name before. I wonder why nobody mentioned, or you never came through.
Never came through.
Until today.
Yes.
You say, oh, this person, I can come through.
He and I have been together before too.
Tina?
No, this body, person within this body and I.
Oh, so you
have been
know
together.
him?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, he was also a gray?
No, I've interacted with him in the Syrian species.
Ah, I see. I see. So, yeah, so do you know how I came to this planet? Like what made me decide to do this?
You have a unique capability of assisting people doing transformation and ascension. That is your forte. That is your mastery. That is why you came.
And to also be able to witness, let's say, the open contact and assist.
Yes.
I really cannot wait. And can I ask this question? That what I will be doing when that happens?
What you're doing now. Nothing will change. You still will be assisting people in your healing format.
Right. But let's say maybe something else. I'd like to know if I will be able to doing more to, how to say?
Healing center. You'll build a healing center. Dome-shaped.
In New York City?
In New York City.
Like close to this location?
Close to it, yes.
Why it has to be dome-shaped? I thought that is for hybrid children. I'll be close to them?
When it comes to energy, to have it circular is the most useful manner of leaving people uplifted.
I see. So this center will be created by me and others?
The community, yes. The individual will be part of that community.
And anything else you can tell me about what will be happening at that time?
There will be chaos at first.
Right.
Let that happen.
Right.
Let people be chaotic for the ones that don't understand.
Right. People are, how to say, the situation is chaotic because of what?
Because of their understanding.
Because they saw, they heard.
Their reality shatters something that they never realized was possible. But that's okay. Let it happen.
So how long would it take for this?
Depends on the individual.
So they what? They cry, they scream, they run?
A mix of emotions.
Uh-huh,
Try to escape the reality of what is happening.
right.
But as it is for the 7 stages of grief,
7 stages?
what your human society has when it comes to a person that goes through grief, goes through
Okay,
7 stages, and at the end of those 7 stages
okay,
is acceptance.
okay. So just, if you can let me know, what kind of things will really shock people?
The physical nature of those beings.
So when they,
If they see a being that's octopus-like and speaks, would that not be something that would turn them off?
yeah, that's very exciting.
To some individuals.
Right. Uh-huh, I see. So it's not just those, let's say, the grays.
No.
There are other species.
Yes.
Ah. And so they, how to say, we can see them in just like in our reality, on the street, in a house,
All of the above.
above.
All of the above that you mentioned.
Oh, okay.
Could be the house, it could be the street, could be in the sky.
Wow, that's so exciting. And
Depends on your perspective.
right. And so there are many everywhere,
Many.
those beings.
Just want to understand your question.
So I say those beings will be many, like not just
When they come, when open contact happens,
right.
they will make a transition. They will not make such a shocking appearance. They'll bring it out slowly so people will be accustomed to it.
I see. So it will be different faces.
Yes.
So let's say what will happen to, let's say, our financial system?
Will not be relevant in the way that people see it in this day and age. It will not be useful.
It's too early for people to know.
Yes.
And also things will happen to our government,
Societal breakdowns will happen.
But let's say if people reject or refuse, or they say no, what will happen to those?
If they reject the change,
Right.
they'll shift to a different timeline.
Right. So I understand that, but I don't know how to say, I cannot visualize that. What it's gonna be like.
It's a state of mind. It's not something that happens physically.
Right. It's not someone just disappears in
No.
front of me.
No.
Right. So they can go to another version of Earth,
Yes.
yeah, and where that open contact does
Yes.
not happen.
The different splits happen.
Right. So let's say if it's a family, let's say the husband and the wife, they have a different, awareness. That will happen as well.
It can. But it shouldn't be so much of a concern. Each person is comfortable in their own living.
It's going to happen naturally.
Yes.
So this is just so exciting. And what you'll be doing that time?
Watching and assisting. Assisting if I need to come in physical form if necessary.
Yeah, I
But
can.
mainly watching.
Yeah, I will be able to see you.
You can.
And I don't have to
That time would be more appropriate.
Right. So what's the difference at that time and now? Let's say right now, if you're in the office, I cannot see you. So why I can see you at that time?
You will be living in a state of beingness that is at a higher vibration than you are now. And that will be consistent to your spiritual vision in seeing me.
And you wear a uniform?
If necessary, I don't have to.
Okay.
It makes the other person feel comfortable.
Okay. I see. Because we're not very used to when people are just wear nothing. Questions? Have any questions? I'd like to know, yeah, I have a lot of things to ask. So we are not going to use money the way we are, right, using now.
More on trust.
We're going to use certain energies to let's
Yes.
say if someone did something for the community, and that will count as a, yeah, you contribute certain energies.
Yes. There will not be any give or take. Just helping each other.
So are we going to have like a central government?
More of a council.
So let's say people are going to be provided the necessities.
Yes. There will not be one person hoarding all things for themselves.
Right. So what will happen to the corporations?
Will be a thing of the past.
Say it again.
Will be a thing of the past.
So let's say the real estate market is going to change in a dramatic way, because everything is very expensive here to rent or to purchase.
People will be more in nature, so structures and buildings won't be necessary the way you see it now.
What does that mean?
People will be living
In the nature?
in nature more.
But
And
how about winter time?
their understanding of nature forces will be more at a mastery level that will not affect them at that level.
So the weather will be milder. Will not be very harsh.
The seasons itself will not be the seasons that you see now.
So because our collective consciousness is
Yes.
affecting that?
As the earth rises up in her vibration, so does the people. And in that path, seasons that you see as the 4 seasons will not be in that kind of structure.
After World War II, during World War II, were we put under watch after we dropped a nuclear bomb?
We were. It's like little kids playing with matches. They do not know what destruction that fire would cause. And in that light, certain factions of the universe started coming towards Earth and contacting your international governments. The majority of them did not take our warning seriously.
Was this out of like just to look out for us, or was this just to preserve yourselves? Like, oh, they might come after us.
No, it's the first part. We care so much about the human species that we want the best for them, but it seems as if they do not want the best for themselves. We always care as if a parent cares for their child, to help them grow, to help them learn.
So we're just in a different timeline. The same, we are you in a different timeline.
Yes. The mistakes that you go through only makes you wiser. Sometimes it's okay to let your children go through those situations. Because in order for them to learn them, you need to experience them. In that same way, letting your species have the experience of detonating such high destructive forces lets them learn that we have not learned compassion, only destruction.
So why right now you decide to, let's say, get involved?
The time is right at this moment.
Because we're ready spiritually? Some people?
The percentages are going up, yes. It is not the first time this has happened in the upliftment of the earth or its people. It's just happening at a larger scale than ever before. There were times in the past where civilizations have gone to such a high level of sophistication.
So are you talking about in this civilization, this happened before?
This ascension, yes.
So when was that?
Different points in time. Can I give you exact?
But why nobody talk about this? Because that.
I'm sure you're aware of it. You've seen it before with Atlantis and Lemuria.
But that's a different civilization.
Yes, but they have reached a sophistication that your civilization is just starting to contemplate.
So that day I saw the clouds, and I did not make intention, but I said I never saw a spaceship in the sky. So I was taking the picture. So after I took the picture, I realized the clouds, they look like a kind of square. So it seems like the clouds changed its shape. Yeah, you're aware of that? That this person you're in the body with, he has the memory.
The spaceship itself, the way we have used thought creation, we use it in a way that is able to work alongside different planetary forces, depending on which planet we're going to. And in that way, the cloud that you saw mimicked our spaceship in that fashion. That is what you saw.
Right, but after I took the picture, I think the shape of the clouds changed to normal. Because you guys can do that.
It is not us, it's the earth itself.
It's the earth?
Yes. It is collaborating with us. It knows when it's, when we leave, it understands.
They can kind of make like a veil to cover you.
Yes. Human species has that capability, just lost it.
I
To work
see.
alongside the forces of nature.
I see. And why I did not know you till today? It's just that you never came through. You did not get a chance.
Timing was not right.
Anything else you want to let me know? I want to ask you about this sharp pain in my, in my head. Left side of my head. Started from yesterday.
You could say that we're sharpening yourself.
Sharpening.
Sharpening yourself in a way that you would think, as the analogy, that a pencil or a pencil sharpener. But we're sharpening your
Awareness.
creative energies.
Creative energies. I'm doing that myself.
There are others assisting you, but you're working alongside with it.
What does it mean, creative energies?
Your interaction with others, your healing work that you do.
I see.
It all comes together.
So, right? Do I have only three hybrid children or more?
You did have a fourth one, but that child was killed off.
Because?
Wanted to travel to another universal zone.
Oh, why he wants to do that? He was out of control?
Something did not feel right with them. Wasn't the place that he wanted to be in.
Oh, interesting. So they, of course, they do have independent consciousness.
Yes. But it took millions of years to get to that point.
To get to
To have free will.
Oh. So everyone who came to Earth, actually we are, in a way, we're old souls.
Yes. But it is unique in your world that free will is given out in the open. You don't ask for it, it just is. You must appreciate that.
Right. But we don't even realize that.
Yes. There are beings in the multiverse that do not have a will of their own.
Oh, multiverse? That's hard to imagine.
Why is it?
No, I mean, I feel they definitely, I feel what they're doing is that they're creating. They're always creating.
They are,
But they don't have, some of them don't have free will.
yes.
So, but who is telling those what to do, what not to do?
Similar to how you've seen in your human history with the slave and the slave master.
So they are beings in the multiverse. They are being service to themselves.
Yes.
Wow. So let's say if right, I'm in the multiverse and I don't have free will, but I can try to change it.
That very thought does not register in that individual's mind.
So if that person does not have that awareness.
Yes.
I see. So I like to ask about like I have been to the ship many times in this lifetime, like when I'm sleeping.
You have?
And besides to put the chip, and other times, let's say to upgrade.
And also presenting.
Presentation.
Providing the knowledge that you've gained in this lifetime.
I know I was telling the hybrid children about real estate.
Not just hybrid children.
Oh, the grace.
Yes.
So I do some presentations.
Yes. Not in the way that you're thinking.
No PowerPoint. It's just that they can read what I know.
Telepathy.
And so when I go to the ship as my consciousness, or sometimes I can take the body.
It's your own choice.
And so do I have a chip in my elbow, the right elbow?
A little bit higher than that, but yes.
But it's if I take an X-ray, it's not going to show.
Your medical technology is
Very behind.
like a speck.
So, quick question. So the one in my head is what kind of shape?
Like a cube.
Oh, it's not like a tube.
No.
So what is that one is for? And one was put in.
You will know when the time comes. I'm not allowed to give you such information.
But it's the purpose is to. Yeah. Also, you cannot tell me.
Not at this time.
All right. And so maybe tomorrow we can continue the conversation with the same person. If I have more questions. Yeah.
If you want to.
Okay. Yeah, I like to talk to you. I mean, I did not know you're in my office very often.
It's not just me.
There are others.
Yes.
Are we like co-workers?
Friends.
friends. Sanula. Yes. And
Sounds interesting, doesn't it?
yeah, sounds easy to remember. So I really, really want to know this part. I don't know if you can tell me. So I will, if I want to, I have my gray body in the ship.
You do.
So if I like to go back, I can
If your work here is done, you can.
at any
If you
time.
choose to leave, you can.
But how?
Choice is yours.
But how? I will know.
You would just have to dismantle your reality over here and just reassemble it over there.
Say one more time.
You would have to deassemble, break down the reality that you presently show to other people in this life form, take it away and reassemble it back in the spaceship.
So I know how to do that,
Yes,
and I just don't remember.
yes.
So when the time is
Because your
right.
work is still needed in this place.
Oh, okay. So it's like I go to sleep and I wake up there.
Yes,
Well,
that would be the most similar comparison you can make.
I cannot wait. And thank you so very much for everything that you have explained. And maybe I'll talk to you soon again.
Yes.